Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Vanessa Collins, joined by Ted Ings, and today we have a great panel going to discuss the Northwood experience. So everyone, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Matt Bennett. I have the privilege of serving as Northwood University's Vice President for Strategic Alliances and our newly launched Center for Automotive and Mobility Studies.
Hi, I'm Kent MacDonald, President here at Northwood University.
I'm Elgie, the Industry Chair for Automotive Marketing and Management.
And I'm David Reinicke, President of Automotive Warranty Network.
Everybody, thank you so much for being with us today. Building a successful career in automotive, it's clear it starts at Northwood University. Kent, if I may come to you, why is that? Why the focus on automotive, and why is that so important?
Great. Well, welcome back to Northwood, Ted. It's great to have you here. It really goes back literally 5 decades when the founders of Northwood went out to industry and said, you know, what are the skills that you really need? And it was way back then that we committed to really serve this industry, and we've had a tremendous track record in automotive, the aftermarket, the full mobility sector, and it's a commitment that we have to attract incredible faculty like Elgie, and then we attract students who want to be in this dynamic industry. You know, it's a $1 trillion industry that needs talent. It's something that we hear over and over and over, and so we've committed, as my colleague Matt will probably talk about a little bit later, is we're going to provide this industry with the best talent that they need in order to be successful, and we do that in a number of ways, but it mostly becomes because of our faculty and the learning experiences that we have, and the literally hundreds of industry partners who have hired our students over the years.
Elgie, the relationships that Northwood students here build are just incredible. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, it's something that we try to introduce right in the first class to make those relationships, to introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, something cool about yourself. Got the wonderful opportunity to work with the campers from Full Tank Camp, going to Mannheim yesterday, the auto auction, and asked several of them to make a relationship and watch them, talking to the lot attendants and the people in the paint shop. And it's just something that can be coached, it can be encouraged, and it pays off as you expand your net worth through your network.
Matt, this really is building the foundation for a successful career.
Well, it really is. I mean, as we tell anybody that visits Northwood or folks we engage, Ted, even when you were on campus during our Super Bowl, right, the 60th anniversary Northwood University Auto Show, Northwood folks are wired a little differently. We have that motor oil or fuel in our veins, and I think that's where it's not only the relationships, but it's the immersive experiences. Not only learning how to do it from a technical standpoint in the classroom, but as Professor Bright and others, Dr. Litzinger in our aftermarket sector, students are getting real world interaction with industry leaders. They're getting hands-on experiences with the likes of our auto shows, so they can not only talk about it, but they can do it, and that's what employers are really salivating over, is the fact that we have students that, the cliche I use, they can play upon getting hired. They don't have to learn how to, but they can contribute to organizations throughout this industry day one.
David, this is your first time at Northwood University, and you're such a big part of the industry with what you do. Nothing more important than working with thousands of dealers. What have you noticed here about Northwood during your visit here?
Well, first of all, it's an excellent campus. It's beautiful here. I've never been to Michigan or here, so it's very nice. I think it's a really good thing what you're doing, because I hear from dealerships coast to coast that there's a shortage of technicians, experienced service personnel. Everybody's looking for staff, so I think it's really a great thing that you guys are focused on building the future of the automotive industry and helping to train people in this industry and grow it and further it along. So
Thank you.
For over the past 6 decades since Northwood's founding, you have established a strong record for being an institution that propels students forward into a successful career, particularly in the automotive industry. So what does that look like now in 2024?
Yeah, I think it has a couple of elements. One is the technical side of what's learned in the classroom, the experiences, the opportunity to go out to industry in the summer and really get to know people and what the industry is all about. And that's one part. The part that we are also very proud of is the type of education and a belief system that we have here at Northwood. We're unapologetic about what we think the country needs in terms of graduates, students who practice what we call the Northwood idea, personal responsibility, the importance of free enterprise and rule of law. So we're producing not only students who are exposed to the industry and want to be in it, but we're also developing a graduate with grit and resilience and maturity, and those are the people that I think employers want. I mean, just Vanessa, just like you, the ability to put your hand out, look at someone in the eye, have a conversation, those are tremendously important skills to have. And so when you mix all of that together, I think that's really what our success has been over, as you pointed out, a long time.
Absolutely. As a student, I can definitely attest to getting a great education here, not even just in automotive, but gaining those people skills in general. It's great.
Yeah.
Vanessa, I like that word that President MacDonald used, grit, okay?
Grit.
Yeah, you've got, Matt, you could feel that, okay, in the interactions here.
It aligns with that motor oil in our veins. I mean, our folks are not afraid, as Professor Bright instills in them day one in a class, to get dirty, shake a hand, look people in the eye, as Dr. MacDonald mentioned, and really build relationships. Because I was actually just on a podcast a couple weeks ago with an industry leader, and we talked about how uniquely connected this industry is, right? You've heard the phrase 6 degrees of separation or Kevin Bacon. The automotive industry, it's more like 2 or 1.5. So you never burn bridges, but our folks learn right away that those relationships make a dynamic impact in their careers, not only for their first job, but for their 7th job. Or, as students at Northwood know, when they start their own company, as 35 to 30, about a third of our graduates have a hand in their own business. So there's opportunities abound for that relationship building in all that they do.
Elgie, talk to us about the importance of having a robust and passionate, a pipeline, if you will, of graduates coming out into the industry.
Well, it's great from several perspectives. One is that generosity. Our alumni are so generous and giving back in time, talent, treasure, and want to see the success of those that come behind them. And second of all, in their careers, they're employers. And to see young people that not only have the Northwood idea, but also have, and I'll use that word, grit, the persistence, the resiliency. We know what's going on in the industry right now. To be able to overcome, to get up every day and say, you know, what opportunity, what problem, what issue can I make a difference in? And that is really important. So that pipeline is solid on both ends, not only the alumni, but also those that are coming off the campus. And
Kent, it really is a people business, and you really focus on the people here.
Yeah, look, the ability to build relationships, have conversations. Look, great things happen in the classroom, but I also think it's our reputation. We've attracted students, and we just kind of mold them a little bit after they arrive here with people like Professor Bright. And then again, everything that we know about learning. Classrooms are important, but deep, rich learning occurs when the students leave the classroom, go out into industry, fall down a few times, scrape their knees, learn from that, and then they are ready to make an impact in whatever organization it is right upon graduation. And again, you know, as Elgie points out, we literally have people coming here every year in private jets to attract and hire our students. Employment is not an issue. We're proud of that. And look, we're not the biggest university in the country, but we think we're an important one, particularly for this industry.
And David, the importance of people, young people coming into the industry. Talk, because you're squarely in that. You see that with what the dealers' needs are out there.
Yeah, I think, you know, going back to the people skills and the interaction, I think that's something that's really missing in, you know, the upcoming generation. So just, you know, being able to teach that and cultivate, you know, being able to shake somebody's hand and have a conversation, and an intelligent conversation about, you know, in the industry. So something that's very needed, and you know, it's great that you guys are focused on helping to build that up and coming generation in the auto industry.
And I'll say it goes beyond the automotive and aftermarket programs. It's our finance, our supply chain management, our cybersecurity. All of those students are exposed to this industry, and as you know, the talent is required in all of those areas.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, what is on the horizon for Northwood University?
Well, we have a big announcement in October that Matt and Professor Bright are going to lead, so maybe I could leave that with you two.
Well, I think, one, the face of the automotive marketing and management curriculum is no other than Elgie Bright. I mean, he has been an ambassador for this program. I'm a little biased because he was way back in the day my first recruit for the world's only dealership executive MBA back in the late 2000s. So once I recruited Elgie Bright from GM to join the DeVos Graduate School of Management, the gateways opened. We recruited a great class. He's done a remarkable effort there, but we're really working to really leverage all of the talent out there and provide training, education at all levels for this multi-trillion-dollar automotive mobility business, industry. Under Elgie's leadership and under Dr. Thomas Litzinger's leadership in our aftermarket programs, we really are trying to serve as the epicenter for automotive and mobility education across the gamut. So Elgie, anything you want to add to that? I mean, we're working on a lot of things.
Well, Matt and Vanessa, the immediate is the full tank automotive camp, and I'm dressed like a camper today to try to fill that pipeline with high school students that are out with marketing managers from dealerships on our campus. So the pipeline, Ted, it's strong, and to see the successful dealers come back and work with high school students, I feel like a coach, Matt. I feel like a coach to be able to not only recruit these young people for the industry, Northwood specifically, but we have young people that want to be engineers, that want to be technicians, that want to be designers, and to be able to speak into their lives about how important it is to sell and service those vehicles, I think that's important for the industry also.
Well, everybody, we're very grateful to you and Northwood University, President MacDonald, for allow us to come in and do this event here and interact with your students and see firsthand what's happening here at Northwood. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you to you and your team, Ted. Thank you.
Everybody, we are at Northwood University. We are in Midland, Michigan. Please stay with us at the Fixed Ops Roundtable. We have a lot more coming up. We're going to be right back.